If you thought I was done making Kingdom content, then you are sorely mistaken. I plan to milk this manga dry until the day it stops releasing. You know how there are anti-tubers for all the popular titles like One Piece, Naruto, Berserk, Bleach, and Jujutsu Kaisen? Well, I plan to being the go-to guy when it comes to all things Kingdom related. And since you guys seem to like my Kingdom videos, I feel more than motivated to keep posting them. So why not get back into it, talking about my favorite character in the entire series, Ouki of the original Kin's 6 Great Generals, also known as the monstrous bird of Kin. And I have personally dubbed him the moniker God of War. In a manga that's all about war and death and the few who stand out from the chaos that war brings, plus the writing ability of Yasuhisa Hara, you can be damn sure there are gonna be some outstanding characters. But to me, Ouki is like an insurmountable wall separating the great from the extraordinary. So let's cut to the chase. Ouki is a goddamn legendary character that is oozing charisma, confidence, and authority. A character that is respected by all and has been the main reason Shin is now able to challenge actual great generals and put Shin on track to becoming the greatest general under the heavens. And so even though a majority of his past is shrouded in mystery, I want to use this chance to not only discuss Ouki's character and role in the story, but also delve a bit deeper into the classic trope of the mentor and how, if used correctly, it can enhance the fabric of the story significantly. Yeah. Why the hell is he called the monstrous bird of Kin? This is the story of the greatest general under the heavens, Ouki. First of all, can we all just acknowledge how fantastic Ouki's introduction was in the story? There have been some truly great ones. I'm thinking Kanki, Hoken, or Ribuku, but this is without a doubt my favorite one. By that I mean the entire sequence in which he's introduced, and it's done quite simply to perfection. There is a whole civil war going on in the Kingdom of Kin between the two crown princes. A bloody battle is unfolding in the outer palace, and all the while soldiers and mountain men are dying and laying down their lives for their respective king, there's an ominous figure on the side watching it all unfold. Then he leaps in the midst of all the chaos, instantly grabbing everyone's attention. As soldiers under his command begin to make their way down, everyone instinctively understands that this battle over the seat of king can end right here, right now, with one careless mistake. And as some idiot who thinks he's him makes his way to question Ouki, he splits the poor soul in half with one swing of his glaive, instantly putting the fear of God in everyone. This is just the right way to introduce such an epic character. It sets the tone of the character right away. And the way both factions, who were previously killing each other relentlessly, begin to open a path out of fear of being in this man's way, I mean, how can you not be intrigued by this mysterious man, who we now know was a close and respected general to King Shou, who was actually called the God of War for his conquest of all of China. Personality-wise, as of most of the great generals in Kingdom, Ouki is eccentric, charismatic, and intimidating as hell. But to most people's surprise, Ouki's actually very polite and easygoing, with him having the ability to share a drink with an enemy he's fought hundreds of times. After King Shou's passing, Ouki retired from the battlefield, believing there was no king worthy enough to command him. This just goes to show how deep the admiration the original 6 greats had for their king, and Ouki more than anyone else had a deeper sense of loyalty. But for the most part, Ouki seemed to spend his days of retirement in relative peace. What makes Ouki so likable to us readers is that he has the exact same approach and values as our hero, Shin, but just more powerful, mature, and well, confident. Now hear me out. Ever since Shin first laid eyes on Ouki, he saw the wall separating him and his goal. Since then, Shin has been chasing Ouki's shadow. Shin even sought out training by him, and well, when your goal is to be the greatest general under the heavens, who better to ask than the man himself? Now, in terms of his role in the story, Ouki in many ways fits the archetypical role of the mentor. The mentor typically is an experienced advisor and confidant for the protagonist, who passes on his knowledge and wisdom so that people can live better lives and society can improve. This character not always, but very often comes in the form of a wise old man or woman who is just better skilled, faster, and more experienced than their student and now wishes to pass those traits on to them. The most famous fictional characters play this role. I'm thinking Yoda from Star Wars, Professor X from X-Men, Jiraiya from Naruto, and Biscuit from Hunter x Hunter, just to name a few. Their role is to introduce a new skill or set of ideas and values, often hoping to pass the torch because they know their role in this world is coming to an end. I think we can all agree that Ouki fits this description pretty perfectly. Shin couldn't ask for a better mentor. Ouki is a relic of the perfect warring era, someone who is respected by everyone, even other generals like Renpa or even Hoken, who views everyone else as weaker than him. Now, based on the stories from Shoboken as well as his own experience with Shin, Ouki believes him to be the next man up to stand as Kin's symbol of military strength. That's why it was so easy for Ouki to pass on his glaive. And yet, in the manner of any good mentor, despite being enormously strong and respected, Ouki's time is over. And the fact that despite someone as strong as him can still die goes to show how messed up the world is, and also serves to show just how powerful the passage of time in this warring era is, and how difficult it is to put an end to it all.
中華だ天下だと軽々しく語るばかりで本物は一人もいませんでした。
Now, that's all nice and well, but let's talk about the man they called the monstrous bird of Qin. He was a member of the original Qin 6 great generals, and with this title came the ability to freely wage war, meaning anytime, any place, any kingdom could end up getting the smoke. All of China feared Qin from the bottom of their hearts. In the manga, it is stated that it was like 6 ferocious dragons had been set loose into the wild to do as they please. At some point, cities started to surrender to the 6 greats before war would even start. Their names resounded throughout all of China. Ouki and the others held the lives of hundreds of thousands in the palm of their hand. Hoken, who devoted his life to martial might and claims to be the host of a violent god, got his ass whooped by Ouki. Not once, but twice. The first time, Ouki thought he killed Hoken, but turns out the little bitch just faked his death and went to go train some more. And well, the second time, Ouki did die, but everyone knows that getting shot with an arrow as you're taking on the supposed host of a violent god and beating him is kind of a bitch move. Hoken himself was starstruck by Ouki and asked him what Ouki was, and he simply replied, "A great general of the heavens." The monstrous bird of Qin is a man who stands at the peak of military strength. No one would dare to challenge this man in a duel. Whenever Ouki would lead the charge with his men, it's said they would turn into war demons. Ouki had the ability to raise his men's morale, striking fear in the hearts of the enemy soldiers. Ouki is a man unparalleled, even in the current chapters of Kingdom. But the most impressive feat of all is that Ouki was the last remaining piece that would be able to see the new era come to be. It may not sound all that grand, but being the last remaining member of the original 6 is a crazy feat. He overcame hundreds, maybe even thousands of brushes with death, long enough to find a young, stupid kid with a dream of surpassing him, setting him on the right track, being the obstacle he needs to overcome, and giving him the weapon he needs to do that. Passing on his will was no easy thing for him. After all, he fully intended on coming out of retirement to conquer all of China because he believed Sei to be the king he had been waiting for. He instead entrusted it all to Shin, and that's what makes Ouki a goddamn legendary character. He's far above the typical mentor trope type of character. He's the best character that Kingdom has shown us so far, and in all honesty, one of the best characters in fiction, and I do not say this lightly. So that brings a close to another Kingdom video, and if you guys want to see more of these videos, please make sure to show support by liking the video, subscribing, and leaving comments down below. Seriously though, you guys have shown so much love lately, and trust me, I do notice, and all I can say is thank thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Each and every one of you guys mean the world to me. I mean, all I offer to you guys are these, shitty videos. So here I am saying thank you. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time.